I'm Jamie from DIY Soakwells. Today I'll be demonstrating the assembly of two of our 140 litre Soakwells joined together. So whether you're building a single, a double or a triple, this process will be the same. When you need to build a double or a triple, you might need to join some panels together. You want to ensure that you have them the same way up. We're going to flip this one over. We're going to take our tabs and we're going to line them up with these little feet on the panel and just push down like that. We'll then flip it over. You want to have the hole in the corner facing you when you assemble the Soakwell. Now we take our dividers. For a double, we're going to have 6 dividers in total. It's always a really good idea to have them ready to go, so that if you're halfway through building the Soakwell and you realise you've got some dividers left over, you know you've missed some out. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make sure the flat side is facing out, and we're going to line that up with the holes on one end of the panel and simply push that in. The middle divider is slightly offset. You'll see where it says verticell and the eye is the dead center. If I'd split the panel the other way, we would have a seam running down the dead center. So next to the center line, in this case the eye, finish off the first Soakwell on the end of that panel. Now, not forgetting the first divider of the second Soakwell. Offset from the center by one line. And finish it off with the flat side facing out. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add what is the side panel. Now this is very important because this product is very difficult to pull apart once it's together. So the goal here is to make sure that these middle dividers are straight when we assemble it. I lay my panel on top, ensuring those holes in the corner are facing down. I'll then secure one end and the opposite end because we know they're definitely correct. Now what we want to do is form a rigid box so we can manipulate these middle ones. How we do that is we're not going to hit all these center ones in where they meet. We're just going to reach over and just whack in the very end one. What that's going to allow us to do now is pull the Soakwell towards us, and we can now adjust these central ones to make sure they're in the right location. These ones look fine. I'm going to stand back and double check just because it's so important. I'll stand the Soakwell back up and then just from one end to the other, whack it in. If everything's been done correctly, all your dividers will be square and you can't really go wrong from here. The final part of building this Soakwell is to put the top and the bottom on. Pretty simple, holes facing down in the corner as always. We start in one corner, work our way all the way across, whacking it in, flip it upside down. If you're on a hard surface, you can give it a little whack just to make sure everything's in properly. Finish it off with the top or the bottom, makes no difference. And now you have a fully assembled double ready to be wrapped. When you wrap it up, you're going to place the Soakwell central to the fabric. The fabric is 2 meters by 2.4, so there is only one way it can go. If it doesn't look like it fits, you've obviously got it the wrong way around. When you wrap it up, just like a present, you're going to bring one side up, the other side up. Your seam will be in the center here, and we'll just put a couple of staples in to hold it together. It's important to note that obviously once it's in the ground, that geofabric's not going to be going anywhere. If it's just a single double that you're doing, you'll then close both ends, form a triangle, and just whack a couple of staples in. If you're using tape, just bring the tape around the corner to hold it in place. Given that this is our first Soakwell in a line, we're going to leave this end open, but of course if it was just a double, we'll now close this up as well. Move that to the side and we'll continue building our sections. This time we're wrapping a triple. You'll note the difference though is that because of the additional length, I've got it positioned on one edge of the fabric. This leaves enough fabric on this end for the next section to go inside. If this was the final section, we would obviously close this end up, just like a present. A couple of staples in the end and some tape to secure. And if we were continuing on, we'd obviously leave this one open. For any subsequent Soakwells, if they're doubles, you'll be trimming one end off the fabric, all the way around one end of the Soakwell. This geofabric that we've removed will come in really handy when we're doing our inlets.